Hey everybody, what's up? I'm back. Okay, so let's get into it. Today we're going to talk about how can college students as creatives, how can we as a whole, take the most that we can from going to college. Okay, so as you all know, or if many of you don't know, I went to Columbia College myself. Now, Columbia College Chicago is a school for creatives. It's different. My first 2 years, basically, we were to do our gen eds, and we had a few classes that, started us off into our major. And then throughout junior and senior year, we could do most of our classes towards whatever major we had. My major was music. So basically, before I get into everything, I just want to tell you guys first that you make the school and the school does not make you. So when you're starting off, don't be so anxious, just be yourself and try to make a difference, and don't even try hard to make a difference. Just do what you do and do what you love, and you'll end up making a difference in the end anyways. So one of the first things I want to say is about something that can help you, take the most out of going to college as a creative, is to, one, be authentically you, and be proactive. Being proactive can really get you ahead personally. Now, I didn't figure this out until my junior year of college. Before my junior year of college, I was just taking my classes regularly, day to day, normally, like every other student in my class, and just thinking that was enough. But once I stepped into my junior year, I realized that, the only way I was going to get ahead was if I pushed myself to get ahead. That's the only way. So you're taking those classes, you're doing what you have to do to get that diploma at the end. But you have to take out time each and every day to help your self-improvement, to help you improve and get closer and closer to where you want to be in your career, to get closer and closer to starting your career. And, it will pay off in the end. And I say this to say that, when you put that extra effort into doing research, into whether it's going to performances, whether it's learning about different things, or putting in even extra practice, it really gets you far ahead of others. Because as creatives, our main purpose is to be different and to embrace that difference. And you're basically competing against others. You're competing against others, but really, you're really not. You're competing against yourself. And what's going to make you different from the next person if you're all learning the same thing, So just keep that in mind. Another thing that I would say that is most important that you should do to get the most out of going to college is, what can I say? I would say use as many resources that the college gives you as possible. Now, I know a lot of colleges use Handshake, and you can get internships from Handshake. Go on there and get as many internships as you possibly can as early as you can. Try to do more than one internship throughout college. You never know what tools you might get from that specific internship. Now, I personally went to Power 92.3 and got an internship. We learned a lot about digital marketing. I helped keep up their website. I helped, share content on their social media platforms. And by the end of the internship, I learned a lot that I never thought I would have needed, something that I did not go to school for at all. But at the end, I realized that that valuable information that I learned was something that I could take with me and that I would definitely need, because as an artist, as a creative, I will need to market myself and know how to market myself. That's one of the main things about an artist, about a creative. We have to market ourselves in order to, receive feedback, to make money, etc. So, just do your research. Put that time and that effort into yourself as much as you can. Invest in yourself so that you can reap the rewards of that money that you're spending to go to college, Another thing I would say that is a resource is they also, allow you to create portfolios. They help you with resumes. So just learn as much as you can. Another thing I would say that is most important and that will help you, allow you to get the most out of college when being a creative, is to make connections. Try to make as many genuine and true connections as you possibly can. You might not meet everyone that you like, but those true connections can go a long way. You never know who might help you in the end. This industry is about your talent and who you know. Those are two of the main things that allow you to get different gigs, allow you to perform, and get you ahead of others in your career. Another thing you should do that will allow you to get the most out of college as a creative is to go to different performances. Go out and explore different people performing, different people being creative, different people, expressing their talented gifts, because you never know what you might learn from that, or you never know what the experience will give you. It might give you a different perspective on the way you're doing things, on the way that your creative talents can be done. I can go on and on and on about this topic, but the last thing I'm going to say is the most thing that you can use to help you, gain the most from going to college is to learn yourself. Learn yourself as much as you can. When we are in college, we are young adults. Take that time out to discover who you are as a person, who you want to be, who you want your brand to be, who you want your creative person to be, whether you want who you are to be the same as your creative person. Just take time out to learn yourself, the things that you like to do, the things that you don't like to do, your values, because it's so important. When we get out into the real world and we really become adults, we don't want different things to steer us in different ways, or be swayed easily. And one thing that can really help with that is just knowing who you are and what you want, where you want to go. Thanks, guys.